Fun fact: a switchblade or automatic knife is defined as a folding or sliding blade contained in the handle, which can be opened by a spring with the push of a button or lever. Switchblades can only be carried legally in 23 states. In other states, it is either illegal or unclear. The earliest known switchblade dates back to the 1700s. Hi everyone, I have another knife review for you. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Kershaw Breakout Auto. Now, this is not something you see very often on my channel. In fact, this is only the second video I have on an automatic knife. The first one was on a Boker Magnum switchblade. I've never really found any automatic knives or any switchblades that really, intrigued me. They're either all really expensive or just are not very, appealing to me, appearance-wise. So I was happy to see that Kershaw for 2010 had a couple new additions to the automatics, and this is one of them. Fairly reasonably priced and quite attractive. So I decided to pick it up and check it out. Unfortunately, the state that I live in does not allow carry of automatic knives. Some of the states around me do, and I was able to carry it when visiting friends and family, but not on a daily basis as part of my EDC. I have, however, used this around the house to open packages, open letters, and put it through some of the testing I would any other EDC on a normal basis. So I have had some use with this, and I have had some carry when I've gone out of the state. So now let's talk about some of the specifications and get into the review. Alright, the Kershaw Breakout Auto has a 3.5 inch long blade that has a satin finish. To me, it's more like a stonewash finish, but it does have a satin look. I'll show you that in the up close and personal portion. Alright, it has a CNC machined aluminum handle with a glass broken pattern. Very, very cool looking. Alright, the overall length comes in at 8 inches, and the weight is 2.4. So in my opinion, for how large the knife is, it's fairly light. A lot of that has to do with how thin the knife is, both in the handle and the blade. Alright, so as you can see, like I said, it has that glass broken pattern on there. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't add any traction, it's more just for looks. Alright, you have a sizable lanyard hole in the back. You could easily fit some 550 cord in there if you want to make a lanyard. As you can see, and for all the lefties out there, this is swappable for left-hand side carry. Only tip up though, but I'll take what I can get. I'm happy to see that Kershaw is starting to add that option for left-handed carry on some of their knives. The pocket clip is decent. It slips in the pocket and out of the pocket fairly easy, but it does allow for a secure carry and hold onto the pocket. It is a pillar or open construction in the back here, allowing for easy cleaning. I have, with the time I've carried it, built up some lint and dirt from my pocket, so it'll be very easy to clean that when I need to. Alright, this is just a press button auto, so you just hit the button and the thing flies open. It's extremely fast. One thing to note though is because this is such a light knife, only 2.4 ounces, and it comes out so fast, you really want to make sure you hold on to it. That spring really flings the knife open, and if you don't have a good hold on to it, it'll flour your hands. If you watch my hand, you can see how it absorbs some of that shock from the knife opening. And upon receiving this, the first couple times I opened, I was very surprised with how fast it opens, and it actually caught me off guard and almost flying out of my hand. So just something to note, if you do end up picking this up, hold on to the knife pretty good. Alright, once the knife is deployed, or when it is closed, you do have a little lock back here that you can flick on. So when closed, it will not open. You can depress the button slightly, however, alright, but it will not deploy. Alright, once deployed, you can flick that lock on, and it'll prevent it from closing on you. Alright, you do have an adjustable pivot if you need to, automatics and even assisted opening knives, because there's so much force when deploying the knife, it can rattle that pivot loose, and so you just want to make sure that it's tight. You know, every couple weeks, if you're actually using this as an EDC knife, check it to make sure it's still tight and it's not loosening on you. Okay, take a look at the blade. You can see the 3.5 inch blade is quite long. It is very narrow and thin, which is nice. Makes it very light, easy to carry. Alright, it's a great slicer. I mean, it goes through paper and cardboard like nothing. I'm extremely happy with that. You can see some wear marks on there from cutting open some cardboard. Alright, but overall, it's a great knife and a fantastic auto. I'm very happy to have purchased this, and I've really enjoyed carrying it the times I've been able to. Alright, so that's the Kershaw Breakout Auto. Alright, now for a quick cutting demonstration with the Kershaw Breakout Auto. Just going to do a paper cut test first. See how it does. Just eating right through the paper. Now for the paracord cut test with the Kershaw Breakout Auto. Completely effortless. I hardly have to put any pressure on the knife to get it to cut. Let's double it up here. Alright, now for a quick size comparison for the Kershaw Breakout Auto. I'm going to leave this opened and I'll compare it to a couple of knives for you. First off, Spyderco Paramilitary. Now in my review of the Paramilitary, I mentioned that this is a pretty large knife, and as you can see, the Breakout Auto is actually slightly longer. Another knife to compare it to would be the Kershaw Leek. This is the random leek. You can see that it's significantly smaller than the Breakout. Alright, one final comparison everybody seems to enjoy, just a US dollar bill. Alright, there you go. So that's been a quick size comparison with the Kershaw Breakout Auto. Blade centering is very nice. Have a little pocket wear on that pocket clip, but it gives us some character. You have the locking mechanism here to keep the knife from being deployed and to lock it open once it is deployed. Got Kershaw's logo there, along with the blade. Although Kershaw says this is a satin finish, it looks almost stone washed. Alright, so final thoughts on the Kershaw Breakout. I think it's an awesome automatic on a budget. If you're looking for an automatic that you want to use for EDC or just an inexpensive auto, to have and to use just around your house, I think the Breakout is a great option. It's very light, very thin, that's very well suited for EDC. Just an overall, all-around great automatic knife. It's very comfortable in the hand. The aluminum scales really do allow you to get a very firm, positive grip. That long 3.5-inch blade really allows a sufficient cutting surface for any job that you're going to throw at it. The blade's very thin, lends itself well for slicing, goes right through cardboard and paper like butter. So if you guys are looking for a well-rounded, inexpensive, lightweight automatic for EDC, I would definitely suggest taking a look at the Kershaw Breakout. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.